All right, what is up, Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, in Venus. I'm your girl, kind of Deal Tarot, and I'm here to do an energy check-in. So I have not seen you guys in a while. So what is up, my aqua babies, my lovely air signs that guard the water? What is going on in your energy? We're about to find out today. All right. Tomorrow is the new moon in Virgo. We are in Libra season, so it is the second eclipse. And I think I'm going to pull out my own white cards. So we're going to see what's going on in your energy, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, in North Node. I want to thank my ancestors for giving me this gift of foresight. And we're going to see what's going on with Aquarius. So we're going to start off with some cards here, my own little cards. What's the scoop? What's the tea? What's the 411 in your energy? Aquarius, with this new moon, I feel like you're on new levels. And remember, new levels is new devils. So again, protect your energy with this new moon. You have people that love to do black magic, spell work, and all phrases and phases of the moon. So protect your energy, protect yourself. I feel like you're standing up for yourself. All right. You're definitely standing ground on some boundaries. Some of you guys might have been getting grounded, hugging trees, going out there in the grass. All right, let's get this. We have you are walking in faith, Aquarius. Okay. Let's see what else they have for Aquarius or in Aquarius energy. Please remember, this might not apply to everyone. And this could be the energy around you if it is not you. All right. So we have smear campaign. We have, I can't wait to get away from that. Releasing toxicity. All right. Healing from the past. So look like Aquarius, you are walking in faith as you are releasing and healing things from the past. You are releasing toxicity, toxic energy, toxic people, toxic jobs, toxic situations, okay? Somebody might love your eyes, all right? So again, you might have been dealing with people that, orchestrated a smear campaign. And usually those are narcissists, right? Those are narcissists, toxic people, low vibrational people, okay, that want to talk about you, talk shit about you, talk behind your back, gossip, spread false gossip, spread false rumors, those kind of people. Somebody could be feeling alone and isolated. That could be you or somebody you're dealing with. But again, you're walking in faith, Aquarius. Any more for Aquarius here? But like I said, and what is key here, you are healing from the past. You are healing from toxic relationships. In a year's time, something could be very significant in a year's time. You could be in a better situation in a year's time. Okay, I feel like you definitely are walking in faith. All right, and you are gaining abundance with this new moon energy. You are manifesting new beginnings. All right, I see that some of you guys are healing childhood wounds and trauma. You could have been dealing with somebody that has childhood wounds and trauma. You could have been dealing with someone that hate themselves. So if they hate themselves, they will project it on you, right? Somebody that could be ugly inside and legal issues, okay? And Spirit is saying keep going until they say stop. So that's what we're going to do here. All right. I'm going to lose my brain. Some of you guys could be dealing with the brokey. Some of you guys could be the brokey. All right. Somebody has money blockages, or somebody could have been trying to block your money, people and energy. Okay, that's what it says here, Aquarius. So you could have been dealing with the same people that were doing spirit campaigns, were actually trying to block your money, trying to block your path. But again, you know how to lead with faith. You know how to walk in faith. You know how to stay positive. Again, some of you guys could have been dealing with a lot of wounds and trauma from your past childhood, birth chart, Akashic records. Keep these to yourself. Someone is looking into your chart, Aquarius. Some of you guys could have been dealing with a weirdo, someone that does weird shit for no damn reason. And you could have been dealing with somebody that was unfaithful, okay? This could have been a lover or friend. And then you also have a thief. Someone stealing money from you or stealing things of yours, okay? We also have covert narcissists, and they're telling me to stop. All right. And we're going to stop. You know, we listen to spirit here. Okay. So some of you guys could have been dealing with a covert narcissist. That is somebody that is a narcissist under the cover. Like, you know, they act so sweet and shy and nice one way, and then under the cover, they're really all about money. They're really selfish. They're really backstabbing. They spread rumors. They spread smear campaigns. Okay. They're truly toxic. Okay. And that's who you could be releasing. This also could be things that you have dealt with always in your childhood. So these could be things that you are definitely gearing towards of healing. This could be also on your path of healing, childhood wounds and traumas. And that came right upon healing from the past. You could have dealt with a lot of people that have stolen things from you. That is personal items, your energy, your time, your essence, because these people really hate themselves. So when they hate themselves, they will project that onto you. They will project their insecurities, their downfalls, their blockages, anything they can onto you. Again, some of you guys were dealing with a weirdo. All right. Some people could have been calling you a weirdo. Does weird shit for no damn reason. Right. So again, this person could have been very ugly on the inside and out. All right. So that's why they're insecure. That's why they hate themselves. That's why they steal. That's why they lie. That's why they gossip. Okay. So this is also a situation. You could have a legal situation, but you're walking in faith because you know you haven't done anything. You know that you're a genuine person. Most of us are. All right. Most of us are very genuine to a point where we can be very naive, not believe in certain people or situations will hurt us or damage us or even traumatize us. That's exactly what we wind up running into. And these are things that we have to learn from, heal from, because they are set to catapult us into a new direction. Okay, your birth chart, again, could be very significant. You could have been dealing with a covert narcissist that was unfaithful. They normally are. They're not loyal, okay? They're not loyal people. They're very toxic. They're very evil. A lot of people believe narcissism and narcissist energy have a demonic energy attached to them, okay? So, like I said before, you are releasing this toxic energy, these toxic people, all right? Someone loves your eyes. Or you could love somebody else's eyes, Aquarius. Somebody feels alone and isolated. But if this is you, Aquarius, please remember, when you feel alone, you're never alone. And sometimes God isolates you, the universe isolates you, so you can hear your intuition a little bit better and a little bit more keenly, okay? Okay, so you could be dealing with somebody that feels alone and isolated now that they have done these situations to you, Aquarius. All right. So because it is the new moon energy, we're going to get right into the Moonology deck. Show me what you see. What is currently going on in Aquarius energy? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Thank you, spirits, ancestors, loved ones, higher self. Wow, my ear is ringing. My left ear is ringing. Show me what is going on in Aquarius energy. Aquarius energy, please, spirit. I like jumpers. So, wow. Aquarius, you got the end of a tough cycle approaches with the full moon in Capricorn. I am a Capricorn Aquarius. I'm on the cusp. I am January 20th. So what I was taught is when you're on the cusp, you have to fulfill both energies in this lifeline, right? So I'm a Capricorn Aquarius, and some places I'm a Capricorn, in some places I'm Aquarius, okay? Some places say Aquarius starts January 21st. Some places say Aquarius starts January 20th. But again, a tough cycle ends in your life, Aquarius. A tough cycle is approaching. So whatever you were going through with individuals, healing, trauma, covert narcissism, toxic people, it is ending in your life right now. All right. With the full moon in Capricorn, I do believe we already had that. So we're going to get some more food. We're going to get some more of this more knowledge. Two more, please, Spirit, for Aquarius. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. It is time for you to take action with the new moon in Aries. Let's get one more for Aquarius, please. Thank you, ancestor spirit guides. Aquarius, sun, moon, rising, Venus. Nothing is yet set in stone with the mutable moon. All right, let's see here. And you or your loved ones are safe, Aquarius, with the new moon in Cancer, especially if you're dealing with toxic energy. Okay, we are having a new moon tomorrow, the 21st. Wow, step out of your comfort zone with the North Node. Okay, and again, my North Node is in Sagittarius, so you're going to a place as you are ascendant, as you are going to new levels, Aquarius. You have to step out of your comfort zone. You have to face fear. You have to be brave. And you have to be willing to face the unknown. Because again, when we step out of our comfort zone, that's where we live our life. Nothing is gathered in your comfort zone. In fact, I just went to a boot camp. When they gave us certain things to do, we had to do them. And one of the things was we had to sing. And they didn't care what we sung, but we had to sing a song. Some people did not want to do it. So again, that shows the instructors that you are not coachable. You do not know how to take orders. And in order to be a good leader, you have to be able to take orders, right? Not necessarily follow the crowd, but take orders from God, take orders from the universe, take orders from the divine, listening to your higher calling, listening to your intuition. Then it is time for you to take action. So again, it is certain steps, and that's a new moon in Aries, that is calling in your life, Aquarius, for you to take steps, for you to take action. Again, sticking up for yourself, for you to make sure that tough cycles are coming to an end because you stand out. Again, like I said, you could be that weirdo that is feeling isolated. Some of you, I'm hearing, you've been pushed into isolation because you've been a lot around a toxic situation, a lot of toxic people, a lot of narcissists, covert narcissists, people that wanted to, be a vampire towards your energy. But again, nothing is yet set in stone because the universe, God, whatever you believe in, it ain't done yet. They're not done yet with your energy. This situation is not done yet. So you have to walk in faith. You have to stay positive, which we normally are. Don't let things take you out of your element. Remember, you are the water barrier. So you know how to handle and control your emotions. But sometimes we do not know how to control and handle our overthinking, right? Because we are air sign. Show me 3 cards for Aquarius. But again, once you know that you are walking in faith and you know that you are a genuine person, you don't have nothing to, you don't have nothing to worry about. Again, with the first card is friendliness. You are able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections, right? So again, as long as you operate out of love and know that you have a genuine heart, you don't have nothing to worry about because nothing is yet set in stone. Okay, we have, in the last reading, we have these entities that are on this earth. When I was doing the 999 portal, okay, at the bottom of the deck, yeah, you're releasing. You have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. Like I said, you know that you have done nothing. This is the high level Aquarius, okay? You know you have done nothing but be a genuine person, walk by faith, pray, believe in certain aspects of yourself, be positive, have genuine heart, no ill intentions, no manipulative energy. Again, so you can release toxic people, toxic energies, toxic covert narcissists, all of them. You can release them with love. You can release them back into the universe. You can let God, the universe, handle these people. All right? Because you know that your heart was nothing but genuine until your boundaries were crossed, right? Until you were pushed in isolation, until you were made to feel unwanted or isolated. Satisfaction. You let the energy of love guide you to the self-approval. You see, self-approval, so that others no longer define who you are. Again, all that smear campaign, all that false gossip, all that chatter, it means nothing to you when you have your own satisfaction, when you believe in yourself, when you love yourself. You're dealing with, and you've been dealing with people that didn't love themselves. So they project all that nastiness, all that anger, all that jealousy, all that hate onto you because they hate themselves. You can't do anything about that because that is a them problem. That is people that need healing in their heart chakra, right? That is people need healing in all their chakras from head to toe. So again, you have to release people with love. And again, once an Aquarius release a motherfucker, you never have to think about you again. So myself, I do not like to feel threatened about my career or anything like that. So once I feel threatened by anybody, family, friend, lover, whatever, we're done. You ain't got to worry about me again. You ain't got to worry about me saying your name. You ain't got to worry about nothing ever again. I will walk away like you never existed once I've learned who you are, period. And again, evolution, right under it's time to take action. You realize the obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love. Exactly. We don't take L's around here. We take lessons. We don't take a loss. We evolve. We grow. We grow through the pain. We evolve. And again, heart chakra energy, friendliness, right? You're able to recognize traits in common with another person in order to forge love-based connections. But as soon as you see that someone is not operating out of pure intentions, right? As soon as you look at that person at the other eye, or your spirits are telling you, your higher self is telling you, that person ain't right inside, you know to pull back your energy. If you don't know, you will know, or you will know, or you're learning this, okay? As this end of a tough cycle is approaching, you've been through a lot of tough cycles, Aquarius, but now it's time for a new level. The universe wants to bless you with ascending you onto something bigger and better. And don't worry about when somebody does do you wrong, because karma don't miss an address, it don't miss a person. You don't even have to say anything. Karma will be back and it will get them, right? That's why I say you always move in true attentions. You always move with a pure heart. Not always, because we're not perfect. But when you heal and you take the time to work on yourself, that is the main thing that you realize, right? The energy is energy. Energy don't lie. And once you know yourself, you can't and you will not accept anybody else telling you about you. They can do a smear campaign, they can lie, they can make up lies, they can say whatever they want to say. But you know who you are. And you know what you've done and you know what you haven't done. And so does the divine. So does God. So again, everything will work out always in your favor when you operate with a pure heart. Nothing yet is set in stone, right? And this is right under action. We have action over here. So there's a lot of action being taken, Aquarius. You have the courage to express the unique loving colors of your soul, right? And I feel that some people want you to shut up. They want you to shut up. They want you to shut your mouth because they don't want you to speak the truth about them, about this covert narcissist, about this person that hates themselves, that project their energy on to others, this person that was a thief, this person that just does malicious things and operate in toxic energy. They don't want you to talk about that. No, not one bit. They don't want you to talk about that, Aquarius. All right, so again, it's time for you to take action. It's time for you to stand up for yourself, protect your rights legally, okay? Freedom of speech, all right? So you protect yourself. Here we go. Motivation. Can't make it up. You are motivated, Aquarius. You know that it is the end of a tough cycle, right? And you are motivated to be a better, brighter person. And that is what the universe is sending you, right? Because you had stand 10 toes down. You stand on business. You stood with your head high, right? And you stood walking in faith, believing, being positive. Might have been a lot of little patience here and there, okay? So again, it might have been a long time waiting, I'm here. So again, but you are motivated to continue to thrive in this life, right? Relationship dynamics. For some of you, this is about a relationship, a friendship, uh, uh, a marriage, okay? A love relationship. But again, no matter what the relationship dynamics is, it is time for you to take action, because as you are evolving, you're realizing that some people are not. And you're also realizing that everybody cannot go with you on this new level, on this new journey. Everybody can't go. It is not meant for everybody, because everybody's not doing the work. Everybody's not in a positive mindset or in a positive energy. So when they're not a genuine person, right? When they're not in that genuine energy, they won't get genuine things. When people are manipulative and nasty and jealous and envious and hateful, they're going to get that energy right back. It might not be from you, but it will be from another source, okay? Because that's how the universe works. Nothing gets undone, nothing gets untouched, okay? And a lot of people don't like us, Aquarius, okay? They don't like us. They don't like our energy. Some of us, ooh, yeah, you're leaving. You're leaving. You can't make this up. You have changed your mind about a person, a situation, a lifestyle, a job. It's going to be different for everybody, but you have changed your mind. And like this butterfly, you have evolved and grow and transmuted, okay? And you're leaving a situation that no longer serves your energy. It is no longer where your heart lies. You realize that things have not been authentic. They have not been genuine with people. You were in toxic situations around covert narcissists, people that truly hate themselves. So they were projecting this energy onto you. And this had motivated you to keep your head high. This has motivated you to seek better relationship dynamics. This has motivated you to walk in faith. This has motivated you to continue to work on your healing. This has motivated you to continue to work on yourself, right? What's at the top? Volunteer. All right. So you may be volunteering some things. You might have also volunteered a little too much information about yourself, is what I'm hearing as well. Oh my goodness. But let's see. As I split the deck, we have the Death card. So I'm going to now get into the tarot cards. And we're going to see what they have to say here, Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. 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 I'm not a good singer. Aquarius. All right, last shuffle. All right, thank you, Ancestor Spirit Guide. Show me what currently is Aquarius going through in their energy. What is currently going on in the Aquarius energy? Oh, child. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. All right, Aquarius, you could be dealing with the Leo. I have Leo in your chart, but you are definitely taking action here. You're taking a leadership stance on something that was very toxic. Okay, and this might be very shocking to people that you're taking this leadership role, you're taking this leadership action, okay, because you're tired of being friendly to the wrong person, to the wrong people. You're tired of connections that have been built off nothing but lies and false impressions. You're tired of people trying to manipulate you. You're tired of people trying to take your kindness for weakness. So give me more of this Father of Wands, which is the King of Wands here. I get some people do not want a toxic situation to end because they want to continue to manipulate it. All right, the Moon card, you could have been dealing with Pisces or Cancer. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yes, you're releasing people. You're taking action. You're motivated to take action against something that was a tough cycle for you. Okay, again, it could have been dealing with a Cancer or a Pisces, but you're releasing these deceptive people. You are releasing toxicity. You're releasing fear. You're releasing doubt. Okay, you're no longer holding back. Whatever you got to do or say to get out of this situation, you're doing it. because you do believe that these people were operating out of their shadow, out of their dark side. Okay, and you're taking action to release this. Yes, Ace of Wands, you're having new beginnings, new creative ideas. All right, some of you could be giving birth to something. This could be a new job. Some of you guys could be also having a child. Two of Cups. Wow, Ace of Cups. Yeah, you're learning to love yourself. You're learning to love on yourself, pour into yourself. Okay, it might have taken you a time to do this. All right, and by you doing this, Aquarius, you are attracting new energy. You're no longer feeling stuck or stagnant here with the Four of Swords in reverse, right? You were feeling like a little quiet lamb. You could have been dealing with someone that wanted to, again, manipulate you. You could have been dealing with somebody that was a wolf in sheep's clothing. So now that you are standing up for yourself and taking that leadership role, again, because you have listened to the divine. You, oh, come on, Haley, every single time. All right. That was the Haley. So, oh my God. So I don't know where Buzz at. Everybody always calls me when I'm on here. Okay, so you could have been dealing with somebody that was a wolf in sheep's clothing. Okay, and you could have been thinking about how you were going to go about dealing with this person. All right, give me more about this wolf in sheep's clothing for Aquarius. But again, like I said, some of you guys pull back your energy. You also took leadership. You've taken action. You're taking action to release anything or anyone that's deceptive. Okay. Ooh, the devil. Okay. In reverse. The daughter of Pentacles in reverse and the devil. Yeah, some of you guys were dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or somebody that has it in their chart that was very toxic. That was a gold digger. That was out for money. That was trying to manipulate you. Okay, this could have broken your heart. This could have hurt you. You could have felt betrayal behind this, right? But again, you realize that this person, again, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, you realize you could not work with these individuals. This could have been on a job. This could have been in a friendship. Yep, here we go. You realize that you could not work with these people. They just were very toxic, very demonic, very, ill-willed, okay? Not ups. You have actually loved and nurtured someone, felt or had love for these people. Could have been a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But again, as she is looking right here at the Four of Pentacles, you are releasing these people. You are releasing these people with love. You're willing to walk away. It's like I said before, it's like they never ever existed, because now you have seen the truth and the deception and the lies that these people have told. And they were very toxic. They were very manipulative. They were very selfish, self-absorbed, narcissistic energy here, codependent. So again, they could have been codependent on you. And again, bottom of deck judgment is being called upon these people. The 20th could be very relevant. And yeah, judgment is being called upon these people, again, because you're walking into a place of happiness, bliss, okay, abundance. So again, like I said, it's be happy. Oh shit, don't worry, be happy now. Some of you guys were dealing with a dark witch, okay? I don't make sure my card didn't fly anywhere. Some of you guys were dealing with the dark witch with the Mother of Wands, which is the Queen of Wands in reverse. But this also could be you, Aquarius, okay? You had to get to a place where you were not so loving and supporting anymore, and you had to get right on self. But the Queen of Wands can be flat out nasty. So I don't think this is you, because you're right next door to it, the Star card. So again, you had to heal from these energies. You had to keep the faith. You had to walk in faith. You had to keep hope alive. You had to make sure you were catering to your dreams. All right. And some of you guys, from being in this energy, you're going to attract new lovers, new friends, because you're going on a new level. And with new levels, you're going to have new devils that try to test you all the time. So you're walking out of these situations with faith. You're releasing these people because you definitely know they don't serve you. You're planning for a brighter future. right? You also could have been dealing with people that did not have no direction, okay? And again, needed healing. You're healing from the situation with the Ten of Swords in reverse. And judgment. Yes, judgment is being called from the choices and the decisions these people made to go after you, to bother you, to disrupt your essence, to disrupt your kindness, to disrupt you being genuine loving and nurturing, caring about these people. You once thought this was like your soul tribe, but now you realize this was all a mask. This was all a plotted plan. Okay, because these people did not love themselves. They were jealous. They were envious of your light. They were jealous and envious of your ambition. They were jealous and envious of your motivation. Yeah, 3 of Cups. It could have been 3 people. It could have been a group of friends. But you will be celebrating Aquarius. All right. This was a bad investment. With the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, right? This was a bad investment in people. So now you are the daughter of Swords, right? And the Three of Wands. You got 333 here. Yeah, Aquarius. So again, it's saying here you've been through a tough, right? You've been through a rough time, a tough time, a hell of a time with some very dishonest, ungenuine, narcissistic, smile up in your face, stab you in the back people. And once you realize what it was, I know for a little bit, it took you guys a little bit of disbelief, like, no, this can't be happening to me again. But once you realize it was, and realize it's nothing you done wrong, dear. It's nothing you did wrong, but be you. Some people cannot be themselves. And you have to understand that and accept that. And know sometimes we wear out our welcome, even with friends, family, lovers. When the time is up, the time is up. You made a bad investment. It happens. It happens, boo. And when you make a bad investment, what you do, you pull your money out and you invest it in something else, something where it's going to grow. I'm just learning about ETFs today, okay? Because when I get my money, I need to invest it in something that's going to be a return on me. I do not want to blow through my money. So I'm going to invest it in something that's going to be a return. Okay, and one of it is having my business started, and one of it is investing in ETF, long-term things. Again, because you have people that don't like themselves, so they will project that energy onto you. So you can't feel bad about leaving people behind. Okay, you can't feel upset. You can't be upset because even when we grow older, everybody that we had as friends, everybody that we was growing up with, everybody that you know was in high school or middle school, they don't come with us because we evolve, we grow, we change. And like the butterfly in darkness doesn't know that it's going to evolve and be a beautiful butterfly. It thinks it's dead. It thinks it's rose, or it don't think because it's in a cocoon. But once it evolves with 33, 40 on the clock, once it evolves and comes out of that cocoon, they understand now why it had to sit in that darkness. Because they had to evolve through all that pain, through all that darkness. It had to evolve and become a beautiful, colorful butterfly. So some of you guys, again, with all these dark cards here, we're dealing with a lot of darkness. We're dealing with a lot of dark entities, a lot of dark people that have dark entities attached to them. It's nothing you can do about that, Aquarius, but protect yourself from these people, right? It's nothing you can do about that at all, but stay prayed up. Say Psalms 91. Do yourself a protection spells. And I said spells, not black magic. It is a difference. So, again, that's what I see you doing here, Aquarius. All right. You have been beyond enlightened, right? You have been stagnant way too long. You have been waiting for the change. And change is here with the Eight of Pentacles because you have self-mastered yourself. You have worked on yourself. You have survived the spider webs that they tried to trap you in. They try to get you caught up. Okay? earth sign energy here. They try to catch you up. But now it's a shock. It's a tower because you are no longer putting up with the false gossip, the Son of Swords. Okay? They're shocked because you're standing your ground. They're shocked because you did not fold. They're shocked because the way that they thought they was going to have you is not the way that is going down. Shit is not going in their favor. And because they spreaded lies and false gossip and accused you of so many things and tried to work against you and sabotage your life, your career, your love, whatever, it's going to be different for everyone. But these people are getting their karma. Yep. They use magic. Yep. You could be seeing some of these things in your dreams. You're getting your manifestations, Aquarius, and some people are not. So again, you cannot help that. That sounds like a them problem, not a you problem. They lied on your name. They defamed your name and then try to turn that around on you. You're dealing with people that are very selfish, very self-centered, very narcissist, very demonic because they don't love themselves. They hate themselves. When they look in the mirror, they hate themselves. And if you love yourself, you're full of light, right? With the sun card, you're full of optimism. You're full of motivation. You're full of love. You have so many things going for you. No matter what happens, you have resilience. No matter what happens, you pick yourself up. You keep it moving. I know I do. Oh my God. Yep, Mother of Swords. That's the Queen of Swords. You stand up for yourself. Yeah, you hurt. But you also know hurt people, right? You became this divine empress. You're walking in divinity. Now that's 4-3. 3-3-3-3. Right? You stepping into your divinity, stepping into your power. You're now in a place where you're open to receive, right? You're no longer giving away to toxic people, toxic energy, block people. All right. And the world is yours. The world is opening up to you because you're closing out cycles that were not meant to be, cycles with toxic people, cycles with people that want to stalk you and watch you on social media. Yeah. After they claim they block you, but they can't get enough of you, Aquarius. All right. 10 of Pentacles. You got 10 of Pentacles here. You got legacy, wealth, money coming in. You were dealing with a lot of cowards, but you facing these cowards, you're being brave enough to face these people head on because you're not scared of nothing, no one but God and your ancestors. And the situation of karma. Karma can be very scary. I hear also, Aquarius, you're getting good karma, you're getting dharma from being a genuine person and standing up to these demonic entities, these fake people, these liars, these Decepticons, these karmics. Yeah, you're moving on to common waters. You're seeing rainbows. I just saw a rainbow the other day. 6 of Swords move away from the 5 of Swords, the jealousy, the hate, the one up in you, each other. So you're moving away from this energy. Wow, look at that. And you will be getting justice, divine justice, karma. Things will be looking bright for you. It say right here in the cards, and the cards don't lie. So you will be getting justice. So just continue to keep the faith because everything is not in black and white as it seems, right? You will be getting justice. You will be getting divine karma. And the people that done you wrong will be getting karma. So you don't worry about the things on their end. You just hold your head up high and you continue to walk in faith. You continue to walk righteously. Wow, Father of Swords, King and Queen of Swords here. This also could be a court card. So again, some of you guys that are having legal issues, they will see right through. They will see the true colors of a person with the King of Swords here. Okay? Or you definitely have seen the true colors of everybody around you. People that try to deceive you, lie to you, hurt you. And you realize that, again, you can leave these people in peace. You can leave right where the fuck you met them at, right? You ain't got to take none of these people worried because you're headed to happiness. You're headed to abundance. You're headed to legacy wealth. As my hand is itching right now, you're going in a different direction. You're not staying stuck to the past. You know how to heal and move right the hell on. More for Aquarius. More for Aquarius. Any more for Aquarius? Yeah, once you took the time to nurture yourself, get rid of people, release people. And again, the Temperance card, everything was divinely orchestrated to happen this way, Aquarius. So again, so you can use your discernment with dealing with people, right? I know some of us love. We love to be in love. We love to love people. We love to have friends. We love this. We love that. But again, when you're at a certain level, you can't have people. That's why he says it's only at the top. Because where you're going, people can't go. Not not with this negative energy, not with this hatred, not with this self-doubt, not with this jealousy. Jealous, envious people, they kill themselves. They hurt themselves. They make themselves, when people are very envious and jealous, they wind up with cancer, all kinds of stuff, because all that hate it's all energy, right? And it winds up being stored right in your body, stored right in your cells. And when your cells are negative, they start attacking each other. So again, that's where all that hate and jealousy goes. It goes right back to your body. So you do have the knowledge, Aquarius, right? You do have the internal knowledge. You do have your intuition. Here go another two. And you are transforming like a butterfly, right? You're juggling head over heart over certain situations, but no longer you're making the right decision. You're planning to go in a new direction, right? You're no longer nobody's fool. They treated you like you were a fool. They thought you were naive. They thought you were dumb. But now your wish is going to be fulfilled, and you're going to be very happy. And yeah, you might be in solitude. You might be isolated when it happens, but you're going to be happy because the only person right now you can really trust is yourself. Okay, only person you can trust right now is yourself and your intuition. Because the people that try to come for you, oh, they're going to pay. They're going to pay in numerous ways. And there's nothing you have to do but sit back. Sit back and watch. Or don't watch. Because most of us do not care. Right? They were the snake in the grass. They try to plant evil roots. And like I said before, they were jealous of your warrior spirit. They were jealous of your resilience. And they're going to be left very disappointed. Like this wilted flower. Okay? And very broke. Right? They fucked up their money, they fucked up their love, they fucked up their lives coming for someone that was truly genuine. So again, you have nothing to worry about, Aquarius. Try to stop overthinking things, okay, and keep being positive. 1010. You got abundance, you got legacy wealth, you got independence. 999, 777, 1010, 10, 222, 3333. You have all the cards here. Again, these people are going to be left disappointed because they tried to destroy you. And then another 5. Again, they tried to destroy you with jealousy, hatred, try to one-up you, try to control you and your destiny. And nobody does that but God. Tried to breadcrumb you here with the 6 of Pentacles. So now they're going to be breadcrumb. They're going to be breadcrumb. They're not going to get the finances that they needed. And they're going to be left confused, dazed, in emotional chaos, just like they wanted for you. All right, so everything's going to be fine, Aquarius, okay? You are walking by faith. The daughter of Wands is very nurturing and loving, and she doesn't let anyone force her into becoming a parent until she is ready. So, again, with all this stuff, you're going on to new levels. And this has probably, how do I say this? These things divinely happen because there still was some lessons you needed to learn about people around you. And again, yeah, these people cloak themselves, they mask themselves to be your friend, to be accepted by you, yada, yada, yada. Okay, because they wanted something from you. They thought you were an easy target. They thought you were easy to manipulate. They thought they could pull the fast one on you. Because you've been through so much trauma, so much childhood wounds, they thought they can be able to do these things to you. But now they're realizing they were truly mistaken. They mistaken you, period. Because again, now they can see how much God walks with you. Now they can see, yeah, you've been through a lot of adversity, Aquarius. And that those adversity that challenged you helped you believe in yourself and helped you walk by faith. Again, knowing that you have nothing but a divine, genuineness heart, with people, it helped you stay in faith. Okay. And again, you accepted these challenges and you realized they were the best way to learn about you, learn about other people, learn about people's true natures, right? True intentions. And again, keeping that that blind faith, keeping that head high, right? No matter what you were going through, the challenges and adversity, they're here. They're always going to be here. It's in the game called life. But again, now that people came against you, they're going to have more adversity. They're going to have challenges. You have people that were in denial. You might have even denied that these people were like this. The universe, your intuition, dreams could have told you that these people were not who they said they were. And you could have been in denial about the situation. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So now you are aware of people and their intentions and what it looks like. They can smile in your face, but when you turn around and you see that smile upside down, and it's weird because I got so many people on tape. Yeah, they were smiling up in my face, and then when they walk away, that smile goes wet. So again, you can see people's true intention by their body language, by the fake smile. The smile won't go from ear to ear. It's a fake smile. All right, give me one more for Aquarius. If someone's not genuinely smiling from ear to ear, it's a fake smile. Service, yep. I feel good when I can help others, right? Some of you guys, that's what you do. You're a humanitarian. You service and you help others. But when it comes to a point where you have to pull back your energy and stop helping people, because some people don't want to help themselves. So you have to pull back your energy. And sometimes you have to be a little selfish. But again, this is who we are as Aquarius. We are humanitarians. But again, a lot of people take advantage of that situation. They take our kindness for weakness. Okay, and that might have happened to you, Aquarius, with these cards. That's what it's saying happened. So they give you time to focus on your heart chakra, and your solar plexus chakra, right? Realizing that you can't always help people, and it will not always be dark, right? It will not always be night, right? Like Donda said, it will not always be night. So you walk yourself right out of that graveyard. You walk yourself right out of that darkness. You face those challenges head on. You face that adversity. You don't deny. You accept your awareness. You accept what people show you the first time. Again, those red flags, solar plexus and sacral chakra, right? You accept those red flags, those orange flags for what they are, for people who they are the first time. Anymore. Oh, yeah. Sometimes you got to look at things and laugh about it because people are freaking comical, right? They're a joke. They might have laughed at you, Aquarius, thinking they were getting over on you. But guess who's going to have the last laugh, Aquarius? You are. You're going to have the last laugh. You are people's karma because they're going to learn what they should have did, how they should have handled you. They're going to learn the hard way. And all you have to do is sit back and watch. You don't have to do not a damn thing. You don't have to lift a damn finger because you know why? You have high self-esteem. You're not like these folks that don't love themselves because if they did, they wouldn't have to do this to anybody else. They wouldn't have to go after somebody. They wouldn't have to try to manipulate. They wouldn't have to live in jealousy. They wouldn't have to live in fear. Right? They wouldn't have to be envious. I pose gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Yes, Aquarius, most of you have a very keen gift. And because these people don't have that gift, because they don't know how to work on themselves to make it better. They don't know how to work on themselves to make themselves better, to hear themselves. Yeah, woo, child, speak to me. You've been dealing with a lot of envious people. A lot of envious people. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges, just with different adversity. And people want to play on your downfall, Aquarius. They want to play on your challenges. They want to play on your adversity. A lot of people wanted to keep you stuck. They wanted to keep you on the bottom. You might have been through a lot of shit and they wanted to keep you there because they knew when you rose like the phoenix rising, right? They knew when you came from those ashes, they knew that you walked with God and your divinity, that you was going to get it all, Aquarius. They're threatened by you. How do you expect people to act when they're threatened, when they don't love themselves? They're going to act just like this. As long as you don't act like that, because you're divinely guided, you're divinely protected. With temperance here. The angels are all around you. Archangel Michael in particular. So again, Aquarius, keep the faith. Keep loving on yourself. Do it in public. Right? Just don't let too many people know your next move. Again, because they're going to hate regardless. They're going to hate what they can't say. But again, they're going to be in challenges. They're going to be in adversity. And they're going to be in denial that this is all coming from her and you. But the universe, God, is going to let them know that it is. All right? Look for the answers inside your question. Be honest with yourself. You know the truth. So again, you know the truth about these people, Aquarius. You know the truth about this situation. You know the truth about who you are. You know the truth about who they are. And again, they know that and they don't like it, that you know. Right? And they know that God, hope they believe in something. They know that the universe sees them as well. Because nothing gets untouched by karma. Right? I can't even pick up this. Forget safety. Live where you fear to live. Take a chance. Dare to dream. Risk pay off. So some of you guys could be moving. Some of you guys could be moving to a castle. Some of you guys could be moving somewhere where you didn't think you would be living at or moving at. Right? You could be moving in a beautiful castle place. The risk will pay off. Your dream, your hopes, everything that you wanted, your wishes are coming true, Aquarius. Just keep the faith. Continue to believe in yourself. One more spirit for Aquarius. Reason is powerless in the face of love. In the face of love, right? Romance, communication, listen to your heart. Your heart will always, your intuition will always steer you right. So again, there is no reasoning if you truly love someone or they truly love you. There is no negotiating. You know, people will come to terms. That's how you know people have ill intent, and they always have. So again, like I said, Aquarius, protect your energy, protect yourself. There are evil souls out here, right? The eclipse season is revealing a lot of people. Okay, a lot of people's intention. The karmics are striving to survive on this planet here because they know eventually, very soonly, their time is up, right? So again, Aquarius, protect yourself by all means necessary. And I do mean by all means necessary. All right, guys, I love you very much. Thank you for your support and come back now. You hear? All right, now, bye now.